Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Freedom Wanderer. My name is Chuck McDonald, and I am happy you are here with me. So, I haven't been able to get into too many adventures in the past week or so. Weather has not been conducive to it. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, which is causing offshore to really be not fun. I mean, 8-foot seas are not fun to me. It may be to some divers, not to Chuck, or some water people may like those type of seas. But anyway, if you've watched prior videos, my truck needed to be fixed, and finally this week, yay, I got the new PCU put in. So the truck is ready to go. The bass boat is ready to go. In fact, at the end of this video, I had a few short videos of me tinkering out on the bass boat, and I'll add those in just for fun. And but today, I want to talk to you guys about something that you may have questions about. Okay. So I've got all my dive gear laid out. You can kind of see it back there, and we'll go through a video of everything I personally use when I go scuba diving. Now, let me preface it with this. It is scuba diving. Scuba diving is just like any other sport: fishing, hunting, racing, jogging, whatever your fun is. Everybody has their own personal things that they use, personal things that they like for personal reasons. This is not going to be the video of do it this way because I am the expert and you should do it the way I say so. It's not that. I'm just going to show you what I do, what I personally have, and what I personally like, and the reasons why. And you guys can maybe understand me a little bit better. So let's get started. All right, guys, let's talk scuba diving gear. And as a special guest, we will have Judah. My pup has decided he wanted to be in the video. So anyway, all right, let's talk dive gear. Okay, so if you know scuba diving, or if you don't, let me explain. This is called a BC, a buoyancy control device. This is what we wear as a vest that hooks our tanks, as you see back there. We hook our tanks to it. We hook our stages to it. We hook everything to it. It has pockets. It has weights. Mine is a TUSA, is the name brand, Liberator. Okay, and it has the integrated weights on the inside. So instead of me wearing a weight belt, I can wear my weights are on this, which makes it very heavy for me personally. My size and weight, I put in between 16 to 18 pounds according to what's going on. And that's usually about how much weight I use. Now, I have TUSA is the name brand. I know there are many other name brands out there, more popular name brands. I guess more popular in that everybody says they are the best. The reason I have TUSA is not because TUSA sponsors me or not because I think TUSA is the best. It is a great product and I am super satisfied with it. But I had found a dive shop down in Charleston, South Carolina that got my regulator, octopus and gauge, my stages, my BC, and this bag, all brand new out of the plastic for an amazing price. And it was the first time in my life I had ever had brand new dive equipment. So it was a great price. It was a great offer. I could not resist it. So that's why I use this TUSA Liberator. Okay, so since I did that, here is, if you're new to scuba diving, you have your gauge and compass. So that you know the compass is on the back, but this keeps up with my air pressure and my depth. Right, this is your air pressure, this is your depth. All right, and you have two others. This is called an octopus, which is a spare air in case one of my buddies gets in trouble. He can grab my air. And then this is my regulator. It goes to me, and all this hooks onto the top of the tank. You can see those silver knobs on top of the tank. Well, it just came out of focus, but that's how all that hooks in. Hooks together into the BC. The BC inflates, deflates, so I can become neutrally buoyant in the water. Okay, this is not a scuba diving class, so I'm not going to get into too much technicality of scuba diving. These are just the things I use. This is TUSA products. Okay. All right, so and then I have some Aqualung gloves that I bought at a local dive shop here in Myrtle Beach. I use gloves. I use a full body wetsuit, even if it's a thin one, because personally for me, I like to, you know, I do a lot of shipwreck diving, and there's always sharp edges, and you know, it's metal, it's rusty metal, so I like to be fully covered when I dive. Okay, and then I have a light that hangs on my hand. Always have a light, especially if you're looking in ships or under ledges or trying to find the big fish. This is what's called a slap strap. It goes on the back of the mask. It makes it easier to put on your head. Okay, like I say, this is not a dive class. So anyway, I keep a knife on me because being on shipwrecks, you can run into fishing line that has been left behind. It is broke off because a fisherman from topside has hooked the wreck, and then they just break the line. So if I need to cut things out, or if we shoot fish, we like to brain them right there so that they're dead and they're not suffering while we're scuba diving, right? And then this is my snorkel. If you're going to dive, you need to find some version of a save-a-dive kit. This is all O-rings and mouthpieces and just different things you may need that could, if it went wrong on the boat, you have it so that you can still go scuba diving and not waste your money. Now, this bag, this is, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people do. The reason is I like to, all this that you see on this table came out of this bag. So as you can understand, it really gets tight inside. I like to protect my regulator, and I like to protect my gauges. So, you know, this closes up and zips. So even though it's tight, there's not things sticking and scratching and digging into my plastic or cutting my mouthpieces or hitting my buttons, or, you know, I like to protect my gear. That's me personally. All right, let's move on to mask. Okay, I have two masks that I carry with me at all time when I go scuba diving. One has clear lenses. You can see through that. And one is tinted like a pair of shades. Now, the reason I do that, these are good if you are in crystal clear, tropical style waters with a lot of sunshine. If you are diving in low sun, murky water, low visibility, you really need these. And I wear them with the black silicone. I do not like clear silicone. I like for it to, I don't like the clear silicone will give you like almost a sun ray sometimes through it if the sun hits it right, and kind of creates like this weird light inside your mask. Personally, just don't like it. But I do use this, the clear ones, more than anything, because living in South Carolina, we have murky water and it's not fun, and we have low sunlight sometimes. So anyway, that's just me personally. If you're going to get something like this, you're going to have, I would personally say, you're going to be doing a lot of diving in Caribbean style crystal clear waters on the reefs, shallow diving with lots of light. That's what you need. All right, so boots, just a regular pair of boots. Not really a name brand, but XS Scuba, very good boots. And then fins, I have the CCs. Sorry, I had that off. CCs, the GP100s. Now, I will, on a personal note, a lot of people like a full boot, like a shoe, and that's fine. So I like this personally because I bought these fins because it has this hook in the back, and they're a decent length. Okay, as you grow, even in snorkeling, free diving, anytime you use fins, you want to start at a shorter length and then grow yourself out, because you really need to build your leg muscles. It does take, you'll realize if you put on a set of long fins, your calves are going to be killing you at the end of a dive. So these are right in between. They're not super short, they're not super long, but they have this pull on the back, which allows me to pull it from behind my foot and then it just slips right off, instead of me trying to grab the heel and pull off. And the reason that's important for me is because I don't have my personal boat to go out in the ocean yet. And so when you're charter diving with a company like I do, a lot of times you're at the back of the boat. You need to take your fins off to grab hold to the ladder, to get on the ladder to get into the boat, because there's a line of people trying to get on instead of you being casual on your own boat. Do it however you want to. So I take these off. I get to the back of the boat at the ladder. I whip these off. I grab them right here and pull them right off of my foot. I slip my hand right through here and put them right through here and put them on my arm. And then I walk up on the boat. That's just me personally. And that's my dive gear. Now, I'm not getting into tanks, because those tanks you actually see back here are not good. They're old tanks. They're some my uncle gave me. I just use them for decoration and fun. I have 6 tanks that I use. I just got certified nitrox diving, so I'm getting those transferred over into nitrox. But I didn't bring tanks out. That's just my personal scuba diving gear. Okay, and real quick, one thing on maintenance. You can see here I got a set of big black plastic shelves and a black bucket. When I get home from a dive, when you dive in salt water, if you're not a diver, you really have to clean your gear and maintain it. Don't leave it in the bag overnight and say, I will deal with it tomorrow. So when I come home from a dive, I lay everything out. I fill this tub full of water, and I wash everything in fresh water. I dip it. Not washing it with soap, but just fresh water, fresh water, fresh water. I keep the fresh water in here. I throw everything in there that I can. I throw my BC in there and get everything in some fresh water and just dunk and rinse, and then I lay it up on these shelves right here and let it dry out. Once it's dry, you can see I have an overhang if it's raining, or if it's super sunny. I don't want to leave my stuff like in the blazing sun. So I leave it out here. I let it dry out real good. I pack it up, and then I put it up. So that's my dive gear, guys. All right, guys, so thanks for listening to me ramble. That's my dive gear. That's what I love. That's what I've been diving in for a few years now, and I absolutely love it and enjoy it. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and channel's starting to grow, starting to get some feedback and everything, and it's awesome, and I can't do it without you guys. So please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications, and stay tuned to the channel. Now that my truck's fixed and the bass boat is charged, maybe in the next week or 2 we can get out in the inlet and start having some water adventures and showing you guys. I do have a new GoPro that my wife bought me for my birthday, so when we get a chance to go scuba diving, all the scuba diving charters locally lately on the days I can go have been booked up. So maybe in the next week or 2, we will get in the ocean actually with some scuba diving footage just for you guys. So like I say, right after this, it's going to be a few short videos of me charging the batteries and an end clip for you guys to listen to some cool music. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. All right, so finally getting some good weather. Thank God for that. And we are out here goofing off with the Ranger bass boat. Got some nice weather coming up in the next couple weeks. Hopefully an opportunity to go scuba diving. Truck, the old Dodge truck, still does not have the part that I need. So what am I out here doing? Okay, so if I'm gonna go get into water, I want batteries. So I'm out charging batteries. As you can see, we have 3 batteries. One for cranking, one for the dashboard, all the electronics there, and one for the trolling motor up front. So we're charging batteries today. I'm going to be working on that so we can get into water soon. One battery for the motor. There's our oil tank. And then we have 2 batteries, one for accessories and one for trolling motor. That's what we'll be charging today. Okay, so check this out. I'll give you guys a little trick to a trade that I'm in. I actually repair interiors on vehicles and cars, boats sometimes. And you can get your seats super shiny without Armor All. So, sorry. Check this out. Vinyl interior. You can get it from auto parts stores. This is the clear coat. I'll show you the top. It's clear coat. What you can do, let me line you up so you can see. See your seat here? You can actually spray your seat and get a nice clear on it. Shine. Make it look almost brand new without using Armor All and hurting the environment. So go grab you some. It'll last. You don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding on you and you falling out of the seat, or you getting wet, getting in the water, and then the Armor All gets off of you, gets in the water. It's there, it's permanent, it's dry, it's moldable, it's bendable. It's awesome. Get you some. Alright, so welcome to my favorite place in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. This is a little park behind the Methodist church on the main highway right by the Marsh Walk, and right by the boat landing where you can watch the boats come in and out. This is where we'll be putting Ranger bass boat in and out. And behind this little church they have a park built back here for free for the public to come and enjoy and watch and see and look. It's rather awesome. Let's see if I can get you a little bit closer.